Little League field, so it is. And we're at possibly the title game tonight for the District 1 tournament for the Major Little League here in Flagstaff as a rematch of game number 1 between West Flagstaff and Continental. West Flagstaff wins tonight. They are District 1 champions and will go to the state tournament. And if Continental wins, the two teams will battle out here tomorrow night, same time at 6 o'clock. Michael, we last time we joined everybody was a couple nights ago as West Flagstaff took care of Silver Creek 18-2, and Silver Creek was beaten last night by Continental 18-5. So it sets up the battle between, not a surprise, really, the two best teams here in the district.
And, Dave, it's no surprise. These are, like you said, the two best teams. And you have to think, after West Flag sent Continental into the losers bracket earlier on, that they're just want nothing more than to return the favor and get a win tonight. Both teams very impressive. West Flagstaff the other night against Silver Creek, 18 runs. Then Continental put up 18 of their own. So this is going to be a really, really good ball game. Both
teams have great hitters. We'll kind of break it down here a little bit before we get started. Both teams have great tournaments. West Flagstaff's got great pitching. They got 2 or 3 kids that really can fire the ball in there. Continental's got good pitching. So it's going to be a battle between these two teams. Of course, the West Flagstaff team won 8-2 in game number 1. And both have been unbeaten in the tournament since and haven't really had close games. Really the closest game that Continental had was, the other day against Holbrook, which they had the game under control. But Holbrook scored, I think it was like 4 or 5 runs late to kind of make it interesting. But really after that, it was all Continental, and they won last night to get here today for the title game against West Flagstaff. The West Flagstaff isn't a power team. They only have 1 home run in the tournament. That came on a 3-run home run from Drake Schaefer against Payson. However, they have 38 hits so far in the tournament. 29 are singles, so one of those C&I teams, base hit, get on base, get them over, get them in type of situations. They have walked 30 times and struck out just 19 times, and they've hit 380 as a team in this tournament. Continental, they have 6 home runs in the tournament, 4 coming from Austin Klaus. The team is hitting 405 in the tournament. They have 30 walks and have struck out 28 times. So, again, good teams, good managers, good coaches, good players, and we got the national anthem, and then we'll get going here from Continental tonight. Amber Tierney with our national anthem out here before we get going. And title night here in East Flagstaff at Dawson Field. Continental against West Flagstaff Little League. Let's quickly go over the starting lineups. It's going to be Continental is the home team tonight. West Flagstaff is going to be the visitors. So starting off tonight for West Flagstaff, batting first will be Adrian Crockett, then Brisson Burkar, Avon Adams, Drake Schaefer, Carson Abbey, Kaylee Begay, Mike Rodriguez, Ben Klontz, Deegan Custer, Brady Corden, Murph Keck, and Brock Cosper, your starting lineup for West Flagstaff. The pitcher tonight is Brisson Burkar. For Coconino, pitching tonight, they're number 1, and that is number 34, Austin Klaus. Batting first to be Levi Brooks, followed by Klaus, then Caleb Smith, Steele Robinson, Brock Brisconi, followed by Tico Reese. I don't know if I'll find it. Your handwriting stinks, Mike. So does mine. I think it's Tycho Reese, Jax Chastain, Cade Carmen, and Diego Hutchins, followed by Cade Stress, Levi Myers, and Zachary Turley. Your starting batting order for Continental, who has already got 1 loss in this tournament, and that was the West Flagstaff, so they're in elimination mode. And the West Flagstaff is unbeaten, and really the closest game they've had in this tournament was against Continental, 8-2. There in the first game. So here we go. We're off and running here as the first batter for West Flagstaff, Adrian Crockett. He's batting .556 in the tournament. He's also one of the pitchers for West Flag. Technically, I guess the number 2 pitcher for them. Had a solid night against Silver Creek the other night for West Flagstaff, and we're getting underway as Burkar is about to deliver the first pitch here. Delivers. Outside, ball 1, just misses the corner. Glad you're joining us tonight on the Cap Sports YouTube channel. 1-0 count to Crockett coming up from Burkar. There's a smack down the first base line, and that's going to be good enough for a single. So Crockett gets on base just like he did on Tuesday night against Silver Creek. And West Flagstaff is in business right at the start of the game.
And West Flagstaff, when we last saw them Wednesday against Silver Creek, batted around in that first inning. So off to another good start here.
Breezen Burkar, the pitcher tonight for West Flagstaff, up at the plate. Here's the first pitch, a little high. Nope, no, he's going to call it a strike. Look, a little high, but he called it a strike. So 0-1 to count. Burkar, the son of Shane Burkar, who's the manager of West Flagstaff. He's also the head coach of the NU men's basketball team. Swing and miss. Strike 2 to Burkar. Just throw down to first. Off the snow cone glove, but he's going to go to second is Adrian Crockett. So a misplay there by the first baseman and moves Crockett over to second base here at the top of the first. 0-2 count to Breeson Burkar. Klaus with the delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Or they say that he got, he must have said he got a piece of it. Okay. Didn't hear it up here, but the umpire's right there behind the batter, so we'll try it again. 0-2 here.
Yeah, that had me fooled for sure.
Yeah, I didn't hear a clink or anything, but anyway. There he is, strike 3 to strike 3. Kind of reach for that one, too, as Burkar as he goes down to the first out. No score, top of the first between West Flagstaff and Coconino with 1 out. As Avon Adams batting .222 on the season, or excuse me, in the tournament. He's the starting catcher tonight for West Flagstaff. First pitch from Burkar. Little low, ball 1.
And Adams just another one of those guys that had a big night for West Flagstaff on Wednesday. You could say that about just about everybody in that 18-2 showing.
Burkar comes up, second pitch. Excuse me, that's Klaus. But he grounds out to second over the first with the out. That's 2 out. But Crockett gets over to third base. But there's 2 out.
Number 13.
Drake Schaefer batting .500 for the tournament. He's up next. He's got 8 RBI in the tournament, 5 of which came against Payson earlier on this play. Nice hack by Schaefer, and it's going to go foul ball. Goes out on the third base line. 0-1 count to Schaefer. 2 outs.
And Josh Klaus made a point that Austin only pitched to 5 batters the other day, so he'd be ready tonight and able to pitch. Got 2 outs, but first run of the ball game, 90 feet away for West Flagstaff.
Strike 2. 0-2 count to Schaefer. And caught the corner, looking, strike 3. So Continental gets out of a jam. Crockett was stranded on third base. No runs, no one hit, 1 man left on base after the top of the first. We're scoreless here at Continental. Again, glad you're joining us here on the Cap Sports YouTube channel. Your new home for youth sports. At least we plan a bunch of stuff as we go along, and it's kind of our debut for youth athletics here with this tournament. We're going to be back with you next Saturday night with either West Flag or Continental opening play in the state tournament here at Continental. And they'll be playing the winner of District 3, which is in the, it's a North Paradise Valley, Camp, no, what am I thinking? Yeah, North Paradise Valley area. Cave Creek. so many caves and creeks and camps around at Cave Creek. So we'll see what comes out of that region. And, of course, we'll always keep you updated on capsports.com, capnews.com, all of our socials and all that sort of thing. So Continental coming up here in the bottom of the first, no score. Levi Brooks will be the first man up. He's batting .538 this tournament. The third baseman for Continental as Burkhardt gets his final warm-up throws. And we're ready to roll here. Again, Flagstaff is hosting the 12-under Major League State Tournament beginning on the 15th. And we'll tell you how you can help out with Continental, especially financially. They're looking for some money so they can take care of some certain things. And we'll definitely tell you all about that coming up here soon and throughout the game as well.
Only in every 15-year occurrence, so really, really exciting.
Absolutely. First pitch from Burkhardt. Strike a little high, but got the upper levels of the strike zone there. So 0-1 as Levi Brooks starts this out for Continental. Next pitch from Burkhardt. A little inside and high, ball 1. Again, you can tell your friends that we're up on YouTube tonight, and if you're late coming to the game, make sure you watch on your phone too. Strike 2, looking there to Levi Brooks. He goes down 1-2 the count. Next pitch for Burkhardt. Broke his wrist. He cut the corner. Nope, ball 2. Good eye there by Levi. Pitch and a swing. It's going to go out foul. 2-2 the count. No out here in the bottom of the first inning. Next pitch from Burkhardt. Tip strike, but fouled off. Still remains 2-2.
Burkhardt showing some really good stuff so far tonight. Getting plenty of swings and misses, locating well.
Beautiful night for baseball here in East Flag, or afternoon anyway. Outside, ball 3, 3-2 the count to Levi Brooks. As you're watching on our YouTube channel, you see some shadows that both the pitcher's dealing with a little bit. There's a pitch popped up, and the right fielder sees it, gets it underneath, and makes the catch. Looks like he almost maybe didn't have it in the sun there for a second, but then found it and roped it in for out number 1. Next up for Continental is the starting pitcher, number 34, Austin Kraus. He's batting .706 in the tournament. 4 home runs leading the way for Continental. Klaus against Burkhardt here. Burkhardt with the pitch. Strike 1 right inside the inside portion of the plate. Nice pitch there by Burkhardt. Makes it 0-1 the count. Next pitch is drilled out in the center field. It's going to fall down to the fence. It goes. Here's a relay through, but Klaus is going to stop at first with a long single as Continental makes a little noise here in the bottom of the first with a base hit. 22, Caleb Smith, the right fielder, now up. He's batting .500 for the tournament. Big kid steps in.
Really tall. And that's just a great job by West Flagstaff to get that ball in. So it's only a single.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Klaus just kind of sits there at first, but then comes back. Next pitch, there's a drill past the third baseman into left field. Throw to second, not in time. Another base hit. Now Continental's in business. They got runners on first and second with one out. Cleanup hitter up now, the first baseman, number 22, Steele Robinson. .583 hitting in this tournament for Continental. As Continental's getting the bats going here a little bit early. Pitch from Burkar. Inside, gets away from the catcher, and the runner's going to advance. Second and third now. Good crowd out here tonight. We can't see them, but we can definitely hear them. Stands are both pretty full, even on the far ends of the field here and in the outfield. There's a pitch inside, but kind of a excuse me swing a little bit. Fouls it off. Makes it 1-1 to count. Yeah, there's a couple people in the outfield out there. Chairs. Enjoying it. Next pitch from Burkar. Showing bunt as Robinson pulls back, but that's going to be enough for strike three. Nope. He thought it was strike three. I thought it was strike three, but it was only two. Next pitch from Burkar. Popped up, foul ball. That's going to be over on my truck. Okay, I didn't hear anything, so I think I'm okay. It's like, try to park closer to the concession stand today.
I know that's something you've been concerned
Yeah,
about.
kind of, yeah. Pitch outside. Good look there by Robinson. 2-2 the count now. One out, runners at second and third. Continental threatening here. The bottom of the first, we got no score between West Flagstaff and Continental. Next pitch for Burkar. Inside, but hacks it away. Foul ball. We'll do it again. If all else fails, Steele Robinson here is burning some pitches off Burkar. Making him work a little bit. Next pitch. Oh, it's got him swinging. Oh, sorry, looking. I'm sorry. That's two out. Brock Busconi is up next for Continental, the center fielder. He's batting .438 in the tournament. And Continental, these two teams, the best two offensive teams in the district by far. And that's why they're the best two teams, too. They've got the most success. Looking strike one on Rusconi.
And Austin Klaus able to wiggle out of that jam in the top half of this inning. Let's see if Burkar can. Two runners in scoring position.
There's a late hit on there. It goes foul. Now it makes it 0-2. Yeah, I know Burkar wants this strikeout in the worst way here. Strand those runners at second and third. There's the pitch from Burkar. High and inside, but gets past the catcher. Here comes the runner to the plate. Sides and he's in. Safe. Klaus runs from third base on the pass ball, and Continental's on the board. 1-0 here early, and also Caleb Smith advanced to third base on the throw. So ball got a little bit too high there for the catcher for West Flagstaff, and even Adams. Swing and a miss, strike three on Busconi, but Continental scores first. After one inning of play, it's Continental 1, West Flagstaff nothing here in what is the championship round of the District 1 Major Little League Baseball Tournament over here in East Flagstaff. Again, West Flagstaff wins. They are the champions of District 1. If Continental wins tonight, they will be playing tomorrow night right here at Continental for the district championship.
And parents and fans may not talk to anybody in the dugout. Thank you.
Got the security taking big force here today. Here's what we want to tell you. If you're watching the game tonight on YouTube, and just got to let you know that, again, Flagstaff is hosting the major state tournament here starting next Saturday. Takes a lot of manpower, a lot of work, and and really a decent amount of money to put this thing on. And the Continental Little League is the one that is hosting it. They're looking for some donations. So if you want to donate to the account, you can go to GoFundMe on the website. Take a look at Continental Little League, or if you look at the screen right now, you'll see a QR code. All you got to do is snap on the QR code, and it'll take you right to the site, and then you can donate to Continental Little League tonight. It's run by 100% volunteers, and they provide the maintenance, equipment, umpires, rental costs, and so much more. So do yourself a favor, click on that QR code, and go donate tonight for the Continental Little League so they can put on a great tournament. Flagstaff only hosts this tournament every 15 years, so please think about and donate tonight. We'll, of course, tell you more about it. We'll do that again later on tonight, too.
And teams from all over the state coming, so really, really exciting.
Absolutely. Carson Abbey leading things off here for West Flagstaff. He's got a 1-1 count. Nickname Hollywood, I guess. Next pitch, strike two looking here. 1-2 the count. Austin Klaus still pitching here for Continental. Here's the pitch. There's a hit between the third baseman. The shortstop gets it, wheels it over the first, but not in time. As Carson Abbey beats out the throw, he's on. West Flagstaff gets a runner on for the leadoff hitter for the second straight inning. Next up is number 10, Kaylee Begay, the third baseman, batting .600 for the tournament. I love watching her play. She's got a beautiful swing.
She does, and she's got a great arm down there at third.
Oh, absolutely. Here's first pitch from Klaus. There's a hit, dribbles to the shortstop over to the second for one, but does not turn it in time for two. But they do get the lead runner there. It's a 6-4 for the first out. Begay reaches on a fielder's choice. Michael Rodriguez up, number 49. He's batting .222 in the tournament. One out. Runner on first base. Continental up 1-0. Klaus to the pitch, right down the middle, strike one.
Something to point out here, just how fundamentally sound the defense has been for both teams so far.
Yeah, that's obviously great coaching, and these are two talented leagues too. Ball outside gets past the catcher. There goes Begay running the second. She's got no problem. She's going to stand right up on the pass ball. So West Flagstaff's got now a runner in scoring position like they did in the first inning. See if they can get Kaylee Begay in here. Mike Rodriguez steps in, 1-1 count. Pitch from Klaus. There's this hit to center field, and it's over the center fielder's head. Begay waits until it drops to go. She's going to try for home. Here's the throw to home plate. She slides in, and she's safe. As Kaylee Begay goes all the way from second to score. Rodriguez with the single and then advances on to second as West Flagstaff now ties it up 1-1 here in the top of the second inning. She got a little bit late start on it. Was kind of almost not sure if she was wanting to go, but she still got in there in time and scored the run.
She hesitated for more than a second, but that was a great slide to get in there.
Sure. Ben Klontz now on at the plate. He's batting 143 for the tournament. He's the first baseman for West Flagstaff. Klaus with the pitch. Outside. 1-1 the count. First pitch to Klontz was a strike there, so it's 1-1. 1-1 the count with one out and 1-1 the score. A lot of ones. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. West Flagstaff batting. They've got the yellow and blue unis. Continental kind of look like Coconino High School with the orange and black. Here's a pitch from Klaus. Outside, ball two, excuse me. 2-2 the count.
West Flagstaff looking a lot like NAU with the blue and yellow.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, a little bit.
Same color scheme at least.
Sure. Next pitch. There's a drive to left field. hits in front of the left fielder, but gets away from him. Here comes Mike Rodriguez to the plate. The throw is going to be late, and now West Flagstaff takes the lead. Ben Klontz. The 143 hitter drives in the go-ahead run here in the second inning. Deegan Custer is up the bat now, but we got a timeout, meeting of the minds there at the pitcher's mound. Manager Josh Klaus out there trying to calm them down a little bit and inspire them. Josh Klaus, also assistant football coach over at Coconino High School last few years. There we go. Austin ready to pitch here, and Deegan Custer at the plate. First pitch just missed. Ball one. Next pitch, check swing, enough for strike two there. 1-2 the count. You got that? Oh, that was 1-1 count. Now it's 1-2 the count. Nice pitch. It just caught the corner of the plate for that strike. Had the right range, but man, just use that corner on that pitch. Next pitch from Klaus. Little high. Ball two.
I mean, that one was high and outside, but when Klaus has been missing, he hasn't been missing badly the majority of the time.
Yep. 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball three. Loaded the count. One out. Full count. Runner on second. 2-1 to score in favor of West Flagstaff here in the top of the second. There's a pitch. There's a little plop up to the second baseman. Gets it, but the runner gets back, so they only get the pop to second base for the out.
Now batting.
Makes it 2 outs. Brady Condon now up for West Flagstaff, the second baseman. He's hitting .500 for the tournament. But that was a much-needed play there by Continental. Klaus with the pitch, outside, ball one. Low and outside, gets past the catcher again as Klontz advanced to third base on the pass ball. Brady Condon steps in for a 1-0 count. Little high, ball two. Brady, kind of a short dude, so that strike zone's not going to be too big on him. Here comes the pitch. High again, 3-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Ball four. Walked him on 4 straight pitches. Runners on the corners, 2 out. Next up, Murph Keck, number 9, batting .200 for the tournament. There's a pitch from Klaus. There's a shot. It's going to be a little dribbler to third base, but mishandles the ball, and everybody's safe. And a run scores. Klontz scores from third. So E5 on the play. And it's 3-1 West Flagstaff with runners on first and second and 2 out.
Now batting, number 14.
Next up is Brock Cosper, the left fielder, batting .375 for West Flagstaff. Here's a pitch that shows bunt. Pulls it back, ball one.
And that was just like a little loopy floater that hung up there forever. If that wasn't able to be fielded, you just knew someone was going to be able to sneak home on that.
Yep. Fouled off, strike one. Little tip. Burkhardt actually gets the foul ball. Shane Burkhardt. He says he's going to keep it. Maybe he's going to get a snow cone out of it. Oh, we don't have snow cones here.
Snow cone does sound pretty good.
Bring the ball back. You get a treat from the concession stand. Back in my day, it was a snow cone. It was worth it. You fought for that thing. And foul back over the backstop. And the count remains 1-2. With 2 out here in the top of the second. West Flagstaff leading 3-1 over Continental. The Flagstaff rivalry, Little League edition. Here's a pitch from Klontz. There's a little dribbler. It's going to go down the third base line. They're going to wait on it. Good dribbles foul, and we'll do it again. Good patience there by Austin Klaus to let it go.
That's pretty fortuitous that didn't stay fair because everybody was going to be safe anyway. Look, just the way he was busting down the line.
Yep, very true. Yeah, but it wasn't going to stay fair for long, that's for sure. Swing and a miss, but the catcher drops it. Catcher throws over the first and gets the out. So that's the end of the top of the first inning.
40.
Klaus has pitched 40 pitches here in the first 2 innings. West Flagstaff leads 3-1 going in the bottom of the second. So big inning there as West Flagstaff entered the inning down 1-0, leave their half of the inning up 3-1. And just, key hits. We talked in pregame that this really isn't a power hitting team. They're basically a singles hitting team, and that's really all their hits so far, which has been 4 hits. All of them have been singles. So just got to find the hole, and they did a good job of that inning, finding the gaps and finding the hole and getting guys on. Now let's see if they can hold on to it.
And now, how does Continental respond after being tagged for those 2 more runs?
Well, they got to have the mentality. It's like, okay, we're down. We got to every at bat's got to mean something and rally in here. It's maybe have the Diamondbacks mentality because Diamondbacks get down in a game and they immediately come back and rally back and take the lead. Tekoa Ruiz starting things off for Continental, the shortstop, batting .333 for the tournament coming into tonight.
This year's Diamondbacks, they have been referred to as the answer backs.
There you go.
That's what Continental's got to do here.
Pitch from Burkhardt. Here's a pop up. It's going to be fair. Second baseman gets under it and catches it. That was a tough catch, being right in the sun as Brady Condon's the one that made the catch there at second base. And that's 1 out.
That's
a tough play.
That's a really tough play right there in the middle of the sun. I mean, sunset's not till 7:45 tonight, so playing still in the heat of the day.
That's right. You have the eye black on. Next up for Continental is Jack Chastain, the catcher, batting .250 in the tournament. And first pitch is ball 1 to him. Burkhardt sets and delivers. Wheel inside. Ball 2. One thing I've seen West Flag play a few times this tournament. They've been very good defensively. Another inside pitch. Ball 3. Burkhardt getting a little frustrated with himself there. Is the pitch. Strike 1. Caught the corner there. He's a competitive kid, and all the Burkhardts I know are competitive kids. I mean, his older sister Bella, was a key factor in Flagstaff's girls basketball team state championship game last year. She's competitive. They're all competitive. Strike 2. Now loads up the count, 3-2. Pitch from Burkhardt. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He comes back and gets 3 straight strikes, and that's 2 out. Karnbach, Cade Karbach, now in for Continental at the plate. He's batting .333 for the tournament. Burkhardt's kind of settling in right here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He is. He's fiery. He's competitive. You can definitely see the resemblance between him and Shane.
Oh, nice cut the corner there for strike 2 looking. 0-2 the count, 2 outs. There's a hit, and it's going to be lined right out to the third baseman. 1, 2, 3 go the Continental All-Stars. So at the bottom, at the end of 2, it's West Flagstaff 3, Continental 1 as we go to the third inning. 33 pitches for Burkar. So being very, very good with his pitch count. He's had 3 strikeouts out of the 8 batters he's faced. He has 3 strikeouts. West Flagstaff's going to go turn their lineup around. Bat from the top again here in the top of the third. It'll be Crockett, Burkar, and Adams. First 3 up here for West Flag. Again, if West Flag wins tonight, they are District 1 champions. They'll go in the state tournament. If Continental wins, they will be playing here for the District 1 state championship tomorrow night, right here at Dawson Merrick Field at Continental. If you don't know where it is right next to the Continental driving range and on just off Country Club and Old Walnut Canyon Road here in East Flagstaff. Beautiful night too. I mean, we had a report of a little fire going on east of Winona, but they got that handled. And other than that, I mean, it's a little warm today, but it's cooling down a little bit as the sun goes down. And but hey, it could be worse. Could be doing this in Phoenix at 115, right? No, we can't. No,
yeah.
we wouldn't be doing it if it's 115. I can guarantee you that. Let's say the air conditioning press box where we were playing. And, down there they might.
No. I can tell you they don't.
Well, again, depending on where you're playing. if it's the Granada Little League in West Phoenix, probably not. If you're in North Scottsdale, you probably do. Just saying, it's all about location. Adrian Crockett now up. He singled the first time up. And takes a pitch, ball 1. High into the outside. Next pitch from Burkar. Oh, excuse me, from Klaus. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Not sure why I'm getting that mixed up. But
Yeah.
Twice now.
A little side note on the weather. Phoenix could reach as high as 117 in the coming days.
Yeah, good luck with that. Bad pitch inside, ball 2. I can tell you a place where it's not going to be 117. Here. Here's the pitch. A little low, I guess. Ball 3, 3-1 the count. To Adrian Crockett, who's tonight he is the right fielder, but he's also the number 2 pitcher for this West Flagstaff team. Ball outside and he walks. So second time tonight he's reached base. This time by a walk. That brings up
Now batting, number 0.
Brisson Burkar. Number 0. But the pitcher tonight struck out, swinging the first time up. Klaus, swing and a miss, strike 1. Burkar shakes his head right afterwards. Didn't like his attempt there, I guess. Here's the next pitch from Klaus. Fouled off. That has a chance to hit my truck. At least I know where to send the bill if it does, though.
Well, that went that direction. Isn't your truck in that direction?
No, it's right over to the right here.
Oh, you parked. Okay.
Like I said, we need dents in it. I know where to send the bill. Here's a pitch from Klaus. Popped up. And the center fielder's got a look on it and makes the catch. For out number 1. Crockett stays at first base, and that's going to bring up
Up to the plate, number 2.
Avon Adams, the catcher. Number 2, batting .222 on the season. Grounded out to shortstop the first time up. It's a great play out there on center field there by Brock Visconti making the catch. Fouled off, strike 1. Crockett was going to go to second, but he's told he got to go back. Can't advance on a foul ball there. There's the pitch from Klaus. A little high. Ball 1, 1-1. This district, one of the biggest districts in the state as far as Little League baseball. And saw Silver Creek from Snowflake Taylor here the other night. Swing and a miss, strike 2, but it gets past the catcher, so Crockett's going to advance to second. That's a 1-2 count to Adams. Silver Creek was here. Holbrook came over here from that bracket. We saw Winslow over here. Page played in that tournament. Payson. I know St. John's is in this district. Not sure what happened this year to them, but pop up. First baseman has it in foul territory, makes the catch. For out number 2. Now up for West Flag is Drake Schaefer. He struck out looking the last time. But yeah, distance-wise, it's a pretty big district. I mean, Round Valley and all the White Mountain teams are also in it as well. First pitch, high and outside, ball 1.
Certainly a lot of ground to cover when you're factoring in Winslow and Page and Pace in the White Mountains too.
Yep. Next pitch from Klaus. Little inside, ball 2, 2-0. Yeah, you know, usually, I mean, I was involved with Holbrook years ago in this area, in this tournament, and we always knew that Continental specifically was the team to beat. There's a hit, past the second baseman in the outfield. As Crockett turns, he goes to home. Here's the throw. It's going to be way late. He's going to score standing up, but here's the throw down to second, and he's safe. Safe. So Crockett turns around and scores. Schaefer got the base hit. He advances to second. Close play at second. And calls him safe. As Schaefer now standing on second, there's 2 out.
Josh Klaus going out to argue, or at least get an explanation.
Well, now the umpire is going to meet here just to make sure. It was close. I mean, I think the umpire had a good look at it, but, you know, from our distance, I kind of almost thought he was out, but we're not there calling the game at second base. All right, next up for West Flagstaff is Carson Abbey, the shortstop. He singled last time up, so 1 for 1 in the game. That 375 average is going to go up. First pitch, it goes past the catcher, ball 1, but it's going to advance Schaefer to third. It's now about 4 or 5 pass balls tonight here early in this game. In 2 2/3 innings. Pitch. Oh, called strike. I thought maybe that was a little bit too outside, but he caught the corner. So 1-1 the count here to Abbey. Klaus with the pitch. Strike 2. A little high, got up in the shoulder areas for strike 2. So 1-2 to count now. With 2 outs. 4-1 West Flagstaff here in the top of the third. Comes Klaus with the pitch. There's a pop fly to center field. He gets under it and makes the catch, and for out number 3. However, West Flagstaff tacks on a run as they take now a 4-1 lead over Continental as we head into the bottom of the third inning. Fans, once again, Continental is hosting the state tournament in Major Little League this year. Every 15 years, Flagstaff gets a chance to host, and this is Flagstaff's year, but it takes a lot of volunteers and some effort from a lot of people to get it done, and takes money. Everything costs money these days, right? So they're asking for donations. So if you want to, you can go to the GoFundMe site, type in Continental Little League, and make a donation today. Or, as you see on the screen, you just click on the QR code with your cell phone, and it'll take you right to the site, and you can donate just by doing that. So click on that QR code, and you can donate today. Do it during this game to show support for both not only Continental but West Flagstaff. Is the Continental Little League is going to be hosting the District 1 state. It's not District 1. It's a state tournament for the majors. And by the way, the team that wins that tournament is going to go to San Bernardino to play in the West Region. And that's one more step until you head to Pennsylvania to play in the Little League World Series. So who knows? A team from here who wins that tournament here could go. We'll be watching them on ESPN in a few weeks. So make sure you click on that QR code and donate today. We'll put it up again later on in the broadcast too, in case you missed it. Or if you're, if you want to, if you're watching this live, you can go back and go find it on YouTube and go click it then.
Any support is greatly appreciated. Teams from all over the state. I mean, Phoenix and Tucson and Yuma and Nogales and the Camp Verde area, everywhere around coming to Flagstaff. So going to be an exciting couple weeks.
Diego Hutchins up to plate now. He's batting .333 for the tournament for Continental. First pitch from Burkar. Little bit inside, a little high, ball 1. Next pitch. Little high again. Ball 2 to Hutchins. Next pitch. Close, but ball 3 just missed. Burkhardt saying, come on, man. What do I need to do to get a strike around here? Umpire getting a little grief from the West Flagstaff dugout there. 3-0 pitch. Strike 1. Got that corner.
Good comeback pitch from Burkhardt.
4-1 West Flag here, bottom of the 3rd inning. Next pitch from Burkhardt. Ball 4. So Burkhardt watches Hutchins as he gets on. Next up is Gage Stress.
Next up, number 11.
And he's hitless for the tournament. It'd be huge right here if he got it. Not only a hit, but something with good contact. And maybe he's driving a run here, but he's still looking for that first hit of the tournament. First pitch, strike 1, right down the middle of the plate. Burkhardt shouting some direction to his catcher, even Adams, there after that pitch. Next pitch from Breeson. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Burkhardt frustrated out there. I think he's still thinking about the last at bat there.
Yeah, he's clearly a little visibly frustrated.
Next pitch. Caught the corner, strike 3 looking.
Now batting.
Out number 1, as now up is left fielder Levi Myers, batting 182 for the tournament. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Inside actually a little bit. And Hutchins on first base, kind of flirting him maybe going, but no opportunity of that yet. Show bunt, pull back, but strike 1. 1-1 to Myers. Next pitch from Burkhardt. Looking, strike 2. 1-2 the count.
Going back to 2 pitches ago, we've seen multiple guys show bunt, but we haven't seen a successful one drop down yet.
Yep. That's for sure. Burkhardt, next pitch. And no, just missed. Ball 2, 2-2. And Burkhardt's trying to thread the needle there on the corners, and some pitches are taken, other pitches aren't. Next pitch from Breezy. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Or did he get tipped? Nope. That is strike 3. 5th strikeout tonight for Burkhardt. As Zachary Turley comes to the plate. He's hitting 250 for the tournament for Continental. First pitch from Burkhardt, way outside, ball 1. Next pitch. Caught the corner, strike 1. 1-1 the count. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Next pitch from Burkhardt. There's a pop fly. It's going to drop. Oh, no, it's caught there by the center fielder. Nice catch out there for the final out of the inning. And that was Drake Schaefer with the play out there for West Flagstaff.
A little web gem action for Drake Schaefer sliding in. It looked like that was just going to fall between the shortstop and Schaefer in center field, but able to slide and make that one. That's a great, great catch.
No runs, no hits. 1 man left on base after 3. West Flagstaff's up 4-1 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. And Continental, I mean, they've gone down with pretty much, well, they had the walk, but really since the 1st inning, Breezy Burkhardt has pretty much shut Continental down at the plate. Kaylee Begay, Mike Rodriguez, and Ben Klontz, your due-up hitters for West Flagstaff. They try to extend their lead here. Again, great night. Pretty full house. Sounds like we got, full crowd on both sides. I mean, we have some spectators in the outfield all across there, so gotta like that. And if you happen to be watching the YouTube feed while you're at the game, appreciate that. Hope it's entertaining for you. you get two different angles, especially if you're watching in the outfield. Get your angle there and the angle behind home plate.
Best of both worlds.
Sure. Kaylee Begay leading things off here for West Flagstaff. She reached on a fielder's choice her first time up. Here's the first pitch from Klaus. Thought about swinging, but holds back. Ball 1-0. Sat with her parents. I think it was a pacing game, and take a bunch of pictures and video and smiles on their faces. Outside, ball 2-0. I'd love to see if she ends up playing baseball like in high school. Inside, ball 3-0. I mean, most tend to go to softball, but hey, you never know. There's pitch, strike one. 3-0 count, first strike, 3-1 the count, no out.
It certainly would be exciting to see her play baseball at the high school level.
Yeah.
I saw her a couple weeks ago before the tournament.
There's a drive past the shortstop and into the outfield for a base hit. She turns the corner, makes a look, and it goes back to first. Nice job by Kaylee Begay getting things going here for West Flagstaff. Second time on base today.
Batting number 49,
Mike Rodriguez up next. He had a single his last time up, 1-for-1 here for the game so far. Klaus with the pitch. Little high. Ball 1.
And you'd have to think you got to start thinking about Klaus's pitch count.
Here's the next pitch from Klaus inside. Ball 2. 2-0. Can't pitch. I think 90 is the total. 85. I'm learning it literally every game of Little League rules. It's been a while.
There's certainly a lot of rules I didn't know either.
Oh, yeah. It's changed a lot in the last few years. 2-1 the count. Pitch, swing and miss, strike 2. 2-2 the count. No out here in the top of the fourth. West Flag leads 4-1 over Continental. Next pitch. Ooh, outside. Thought about swinging, but didn't. But they get a call, strike 3. So Mike Rodriguez
stepping up to the plate, number 20.
strikes out, making it out number 1. Ben Klontz now up. He singled the last time up. Singled and drove in a run for West Flagstaff. Came in this game batting 143 for the tournament for West Flagstaff. Here's the first pitch, way outside. Ball 1-0. Next pitch. There's a pop up, goes foul. Away from my truck. At least I think. I don't know, that first foul ball tonight, I'm like, We have to look at things a little close when I get out there. Last two I think we're okay.
First one was a little ominous.
Yeah. There's a pitch, a dribbler to second base, and it's bobbled, and it's going to be clear. Everybody's safe there. E4. As Begay goes to second, Klontz gets to first, and that brings up Deegan Custer. He popped out to second base the first time up. So West Flagstaff runners on first and second with 1 out here in the top of the fourth. There's a first pitch. It goes right through the shortstop and into center field, and they're going to hold the runners up. So a long signal, but it does get past both the catcher and the pitcher, but bounce back okay. So Begay advances to third. Klontz advances to second. And Custer is out first. So bases loaded with 1 out. That brings up Brady Condon, who singled the last time up in the first inning for West Flagstaff. So a chance here for West Flagstaff to break it open here. Klaus with the pitch. Ooh, little outside, but still called the strike there. 0-1 the count.
And Condon made that great catch in the sun earlier.
Yeah.
On that fly ball.
Yep. Yep. Batter wasn't ready. Pitcher was, but batter wasn't. So let's try this again. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 0-2 the count. Big pitch coming up here for Austin Klaus here. If you can get a strikeout here, makes it 2 outs and bases loaded. That'd be huge for Continental. Next pitch. Oh, gets him looking. Strike three. That's 2 outs. Bases loaded. Now Murph Keck up. He reached on an error by third baseman last time up in the second inning. Big batter here. Not only for West Flag, but definitely for Continental. First pitch from Klaus. Little inside, ball one. Next pitch. Inside, almost hit him. Ball two. By the way, off the field, a lot of these guys are friends. They play sometimes the same travel ball team. Saw a lot of them together in the parade the other day. Just kind of walking around, handing out flags. On the field, it's a different story. Next pitch from Klaus. And shot up the middle, base hit. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the turn with Rodriguez. He's going to come to the plate and collides with Klaus, but scores. Now we got a run down between second and third. Back and forth, and he's safe. Gets into third base. So let's reset this here. As Murph Keck singles and advances a second. Scoring is Kaylee Begay and Ben Klontz. Then Deegan Custer was caught on a rundown and is safe at third after a few different situations there on the rundown.
Austin Klaus couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I mean, I again, close play, but he was called safe. So that makes the score now 6-1 West Flagstaff in the fourth.
Number 14, Brock.
Now, bottom of the lineup, Brock Cosper's up. Struck out swinging the first time up in the second inning. Klaus, first pitch. Outside, inside, ball one, and clearly frustrated now is Austin Klaus, the Continental pitcher. Second pitch. Popped up. And it goes foul. No. No, pop foul. Runners on second and third, 2 out. Legal pitch, and they call the ball on Klaus. Strike call. 2-2 the count with 2 out. Pitch from Klaus. Contact over to third. Bobbles the ball and does not get over in time, and another run scores, which is Custer. Murph Keck stays at second. So now that's 7-1 West Flagstaff. Now back to the top of the order, Adrian Crockett. He is 1 for 1 in the game. He's reached on a single and a walk, scored 1 run. As we have a pitching change for Continental. Done is Austin Klaus as he runs into the dugout.
7 runs, some tough breaks this last half inning.
And they're going to bring in right fielder Caleb Smith in the pitch. So big Caleb Smith going to take over here, as both runners on first and second still going to could be credited to Klaus.
Caleb Smith.
Note I picked up on Caleb Smith, by the way. I don't know if I didn't hear if it was either this year or last year, but he once got kicked in the head by a horse, but then was able to play a short time later and drive in a winning run. So he almost got hockey player attitude there, but kicked in the head by a horse and he still plays. He played later on. That's tough, right there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a whole nother degree of toughness.
Mm-hmm.
Final pitch count for number
Caleb had a big night the other night against Silver Creek, 3 for 3, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored.
Klaus threw 84 pitches in his start. And he pitched 3 2/3. And so far, he's given up 7 runs, but the runners on first and second do count toward him if they happen to score. And he also had 5 strikeouts and a walk in his outing. And he allowed give up 7 hits. Right now he's been 7 runs on the scoreboard to him, and with possible 2 more, depending on what happens momentarily. Of course, those numbers are all unofficial due to my scoring in math, which, could be wrong, trust me. But
Math is hard.
math, that's why we're broadcasters. We don't do math. Not supposed to do math. We do baseball math,
Yeah.
but that's really just counting 1 to 10, honestly.
Sabermetrics are fun.
There you go. So here we go. Caleb Smith now in the pitch for Continental, and Adrian Crockett at the plate for West Flagstaff.
Now let's see if Caleb Smith can stop the bleeding here.
First pitch up and high, ball 1. Next pitch. Strike 1. 1-1 the count. Nice pitch there from Caleb Smith. And the pitch just kind of lost it out of his hands a little early and dropped it right in front of the plate. Ball 2, and runners advance on the pass ball. So Keck goes to third, and Cosper goes to second. But there's 2 out. And a 2-1 count. Pitch from Smith. Ball low, 3-1. Hope you're enjoying the game tonight here on the Cal Sports YouTube channel. Next pitch from Smith. Strike 2. Nice pitch from Smith there again. Bases, so full count, 3-2, 2 outs. Runners on second and third.
This is a big, big pitch.
Pitch outside, walks Crockett. Second straight walk for him. Reached base 3 times in this game. And also loads the bases with 2 out. Next up, Breezy Burkar, the pitcher. He is struck out and flew out to center in this game, 0 for 2. But bases loaded for him with 2 outs. There's the pitch from Smith. Caught the corner outside, strike 1. Again, West Flagstaff wins this game. They were district champions. They will play in the state tournament. Continental rallies and wins. They will be playing tomorrow night. Smith with the pitch. Missed a little high. 1-1 the count. Smith with the pitch. A little low and outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Here's the deal. Smith bounces in front of the plate again. Here comes the runner to score on the pass ball. He stands up. No problem there. As Keck comes in and scores, the other 2 runners advance. Now it's 8-1, West Flagstaff.
That's just taking advantage with base running of just the error. We saw that a lot on Wednesday. West Flagstaff making use of that again.
All outside, and Burkar walks. Loads the bases again. Avon Adams to the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He's grounded out to short, and he's popped out to first tonight. So he's looking to add more runs on here for his West Flagstaff team. Bases loaded with 2 out. Here's the pitch to Adams. Strike call. 0-1 the count. Dealing for Smith. There's contact. Shortstop. Throws it over to second base for the out, and that ends the inning, but not before West Flagstaff tacks on 4 more runs. So going to the bottom of the 4th, they're up 8-1 over Continental.
Pitch count for Caleb, 13.
We mentioned the answer backs earlier. If you're Continental, that's all you have to do. Just you don't have to get all 7 at once, or 6, I should say. 7?
7 to tie at least, yeah.
Yeah, 7 to tie. But you just gotta chunk away at the deficit. Maybe 1 here, 2 there, 3 there. Just gotta string together some productive at bats and keep the line moving. That's all you can do if you're Continental after an inning like that.
Yep. Well, Continental's got 9 outs to deal with here at the plate. So they only have a limited amount of time if they want to rally to get back in this game, and no better time than the present than to do it now if you're Continental. I give a shout out to Continental's 11-year-old team as they won the district tournament. They're going to be going to the state tournament in Sierra Vista coming up soon. So best of luck to them as they carry the Flagstaff banner down to Southern Arizona to compete in that state tournament coming up.
Best of luck to them indeed.
So coming up for Continental, top of the order is Levi Brooks. Last time up, he flied out to right field in his first at bat. Coming into this game, he's batting .538 for the tournament. But Continental's got to make every at bat count at this rate. He said they got 9 outs left here, maybe less. And the pitch did not go around, so ball 1 to Levi Brooks from Burkhardt. Next pitch, down the middle, strike 1. 1-1 the count. Burkhardt, swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2. Again, Breezy started out kind of a little bit of a tough start to the game for him, but he's settled in the last couple innings. Ball 2, 2-2 the count.
He's really looked good since then, locating his pitch as well, and it's been relatively painless.
Yep. Ball inside, past the catcher. Nobody's on, so no harm done there. Now loads the count, 3-2. Again, Burkhardt came off the mound there. He goes, let that one slip through my fingers a little bit. Time called. We'll try this again. Contact, dribbler to second base, over the first, gets the throw and gets the out. 1 out. Austin Klaus.
Number 34, Austin Klaus.
He'll be up. Last time up, he singled and scored. Scored the lone run for Continental in this game. Burkhardt with the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Burkhardt's got a little zip on his pitch there, his fastball.
He does. He's gotten a
little pop on it.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot of swing and misses tonight.
Foul tip, strike 2 to Klaus, 0-2. I like how fast they work, too. They don't even need a pitch clock here. No biggie. High and inside. Ball 1-1-2. Next pitch. Ooh, inside. Way inside. Ball 2.
Saw a couple batters get hit in the head on Wednesday.
Yeah. One of those hits actually cracked the helmet of a West Flagstaff player, telling me. And they say Klaus went around. Strike 3, swinging. It was
Now batting.
home plate umpire wasn't sure, so he went down to the first base umpire and punched him out. Caleb Smith now up. Now the pitcher for Continental. He got on a single last time up in the first inning, 1 for 1. First pitch to him inside, ball 1. Burkar, next pitch. There's a little pop up to third base, and he makes the play. 1-2-3 goes Continental here in the fourth. Heading in the bottom of the fourth inning. West Flag still leads 8-1 over Continental, as now they only have 6 outs to play with here. They want to get back in this game. Again, if West Flagstaff wins, they will be done with the District 1 tournament. They'll be district champs, and will head into the state tournament with their first game next Saturday night here at Dawson Merrick Field against the winner from District 3, which is in the North Paradise Valley, Cave Creek neck of the woods in Phoenix. They'll be up here, and they'll be the first team at play here for West Flag. We will have that game for you right here on the Cap Sports YouTube channel, as we will follow, if it is West Flag or Continental, we will follow them through the state tournament, at least game number 1, and we'll kind of see what happens after that. Game by game basis, and we have bodies. Also important. But we'll at least have that opening game here for you from the state tournament, and we'll just kind of play it by ear after that.
And as far as the district tournament goes, I appreciate you having me out this week.
Yeah, it's been fun, and I've been here since game 1. I've only missed a couple games, but it's been a good crowd and some good baseball. And it's not to demean any other teams, but Continental and West Flagstaff by far the 2 best teams in this district, and they showed everybody else in this district that that's the truth. That these are the 2 best teams in the district. As I thought Payson might be tough, and just wasn't the same caliber of team either. Silver Creek usually is pretty good. I'll never forget the home run from the other night from Ziggy from Silver Creek. Used a wood bat, the 6'2", 12-year-old.
Is that how tall he is?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
at least 2 inches taller than me. I walked next to him like, oh Lord, going to be a future football player over there in Snowflake, by the way. But yeah, by the way, the 2 best teams in this district by far are Continental and West Flag, and that's what we have now. As starting off for West Flag is Drake Schaefer. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Single and a strikeout. And he takes strike 1 from Caleb Smith.
Good start from Smith.
Next pitch, inside and high, ball 1. Schaefer drove in 5 runs early in this tournament against Payson. 3 coming off a home run, which is the only home run that West Flagstaff has in the entire tournament. Next pitch, there's a pop up, and it's called by the shortstop. He makes the play. So first out, Carson Abbey coming up to the plate for West Flagstaff. He's 1 for 2 as well. Got a single, and he flew out to center field in his game. 8-1 West Flagstaff, top of the 5th. We go 6 innings in this game, just so you know, if you're not familiar.
Continental needs to put a 0 up on the board.
Yep.
They're at a good start to doing so.
By the way, the first time these 2 played was 8-2 West Flagstaff, so we're not too far from the original score. High and inside, ball 1, 1-1. Smith, pitch. And line down the first base line, but it goes foul. 1-2 the count. By the way, speaking of baseball, Luis Gonzalez can be at Twin Arrows tomorrow.
I saw that. That's really exciting.
Yep. Doing a little special promotion out there, and Gonzo will be out there. So if you're watching this live, you can go ahead out there tomorrow and meet Luis Gonzalez out of Twin Arrows Casino Resort tomorrow.
Have you ever met him?
I covered the Diamondbacks for 9 years. So I have a couple really great Luis Gonzalez stories, but one of them is in the locker room, and can't say that publicly. But
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him about it tomorrow if I get a chance. See if he remembers what went down. It was good. It was no conflict or fighting or anything like that, but it's a funny story.
I knew you covered them. I didn't know what era.
I came in right at the end of Gonzo and that crew, and Kurt Schilling, Greg Colburn. That's when I kind of started. 2-2 the count. Outside, ball 3-2. Been through some playoff years. Been through the Al Padrique era, which was 115 losses, I think it was. Whatever it was. It was a long year. I couldn't have forgot.
04?
Something like that. But had some good times. Kirk Gibson years were okay. And sure as heck playing well now, except for last night. We don't want to think about that. There's a shot sent it to shortstop over the first. Gets the out. Good job there. As that's out number 2.
That was a laser accurate throw down the first.
Kaylee Begay. She's up next. She's 1 for 1 in the game with an RBI. 2 runs scored tonight for West Flagstaff. Here's a pitch from Smith. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Kind of one of those excuse me inside swings there from Kaylee. A lot of the infield's in the shadows now. About to approach the pitcher's mound and home plate as Kaylee takes strike 2 on the pitch on the outside.
Sun starting the set. Sunset scheduled for 7:44.
Look at that. Get you your sunset numbers here. Kaylee steps back to think it over a little bit.
She sure has looked impressive. She'd like to add to that right here.
There's a pitch outside. Ball 1-2. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, one thing about this West Flag team, not only they only have pitching, but they definitely have a lot of good selection of hitters too. Next pitch outside. Ball 2, 2-2.
Just fundamentally sound.
Yep. So
Good base runners, good defense.
that's why if they get in. I give them a shot to do some damage in the state tournament this year. We'll see. Next pitch. Inside, ball 3. Loads them up. Full count. 2 outs. 8-1 West Flag here in the top of the 5th. Here's a pitch from Smith. Inside, ball 4. Good patience there by Kaylee as she reaches base for the 3rd time tonight. Mike Rodriguez up now for West Flagstaff. He's 1 of 2.
Now batting,
Single and a run scored
49,
for him.
Michael Rodriguez.
He was part of that rally there in the 2nd inning when he scored 3 runs to take the lead and have held it since then. First pitch, strike 1 from Caleb Smith. By the way, I know we're watching baseball, but maybe football's on the mind. We're about 6 weeks away from the start of high school football season. And we're going to do that with a doubleheader on August 25th. Outside ball 1-1. We start the day off in the Sky Dome on Friday the 25th as Flagstaff takes on Greenway. And there will be a Coconino that night as Coconino kicks off their season against Carl Hayden. Doubleheader both on the radio and on the NFHS network. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2 the count. First, we got a little baseball to take care of. We're talking about football. Even though our scheduled release preview show is up on our YouTube channel, but go check that out anytime. It meets the criteria for hanging around for a few months. Get you ready. Foul ball, still the count 1-2.
I thought you and Reggie did a good job with that.
Not bad for kind of throwing it together in a couple days. I learned how to use Zoom a little bit more too, which is, that's never a bad thing in this day and age. There's a pitch, so bad swing there by Rodriguez. He's going to strike out swinging, and that ends the inning
Pitch count for Smith,
as West Flag
34.
No runs, no hits, one man left on base. So going into the bottom of the 5th inning, it's still 8-1 West Flagstaff. By the way, a little note that I got in. Manager Josh Klaus was on with the 5th quarter. Is that what they call that show on YouTube?
5th quarter.
I want to make that show. I want to give my guy Tyrone Johnson a little love there with that show, and he said that obviously Shane Burkhardt is the coach of the NU men's basketball team. He's also the manager here of West Flagstaff, but a lot of those guys are back and going through some training on campus, which his other team, the NU Lumberjack basketball team, and college athletes get some money, some spending money while they're here to take care of some things. And every one of those guys donated $100 each to the Continental Little League to go into the state tournament fund. So college students, college athletes donate $100 each to go to Little League, and that's awesome gesture by the NU men's basketball team. And I know that Josh said on the show that they plan on returning the favor and supporting the Lumberjacks this year in some games. So, yeah, cool move.
Very cool.
Not only by NAU, but by the opposing manager setting that up. That's awesome. So, props to everybody, not only the players, but also Coach Shane Burkhardt for setting that up.
Really excited to see what NAU does this coming year.
Steele Robinson up. He takes strike one from Brizzy Burkhardt. Still pitching here in the bottom of the 5th. Ball outside. 1-1 the count. Yeah, it's going to be strange. I mean, no more Jalen. He's over at Cal. It's Oakland Fort's team. And point guard. Here's a dribbler. The shortstop. He takes a weird bounce. It goes right over the head of the shortstop for West Flagstaff, and that's Carson Abbey. So base hit by Steele Robinson.
Number 44.
And
Brock Visconti.
that's the first base runner for Continental since the 3rd inning.
If you're Carson Abbey, there's not really anything you could do there. That just took a really funky bounce right over his head.
That's a single.
Yeah, he was in great position. Just tough luck.
Brock Visconti up for Continental. He's 0 for 1 in the game. So bunt attempt down the first base line. It's going to go foul, but he's going to run the whole distance. His dad, Robbie, assistant coach for Continental, was an athlete over there at Sanawa High School when it was Sanawa High School, and spent a year coaching the Flagstaff Eagle football team as well. But his coach, Brock, playing in the Major Little League All-Star team here. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 the count. Yeah, Robbie was a coach at Flag High my first year back here. Now going on 9 years ago. Here's a shot up the middle. Base hit. As Visconti claps hard as he reaches first base. Continental's in business here in the 5th inning.
Number 13.
Runners on first and second, no out.
Ruiz.
As Tekoa Ruiz up now. He popped out the second base the first time up. But Continental's got a little something going here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
We talked about stringing together at bats, and that's what Continental's doing right now. They're stringing them together and keep the line moving, and sooner or later that's going to result in some runs.
All right, Tekoa steps in. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Ball 1-0. Next pitch from Burkhardt. Popped up, fouled off. 1-1 the count. Ooh, Burkhardt goes inside. Did it go off his bat? I don't know if he went off the back of his bat or not, but I don't think it did. I think it was too high. So it's 2-1 the count, I believe, on Brizzy Burkhardt. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Next pitch. Check swing. Go around. Didn't go around.
I thought that was ball 4.
Thought it was too, maybe not. Ball outside, and Burns advanced on the pass ball, but that shouldn't that be ball 4 by now?
That's what I thought.
I don't know. Nope.
Full
Didn't
count.
call one of the strikes, yeah, so I have full count. Burkar, pitch, fouls it off. Burkar, most of the mound, as you see on the video feed, is in the shade, but the sun's going right in his face. Can't be too easy to pitch in that with the sun staring right at you. Ball high.
So
And
shouldn't that
umpire
be?
says 3. That's ball 4, I think.
I got ball 4. I got ball 4. We have 4.
Umpires are checking here. Continental's claiming it's ball 4, and I'm pretty sure it's ball 4.
Yes.
So one of the past balls that actually went off Ruiz's bat. I thought that's what happened, but even then, I mean, everyone up here saying it's ball 4, but the umpires say it's full count. So okay, well, we'll go from there. And foul ball down the right line, and Ruiz stays alive here.
I definitely thought the last 2 were ball 4. So
That's-
I know it's interesting.
I know. Well,
3-2.
next pitch from Burkar. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Seventh strikeout for Brizzy Burkar.
Number 8,
1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Jack Chastain is up. Struck out the last time up in the 2nd inning for Continental. Burkar, pitch inside, ball 1. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Burkar, next pitch. High and outside. Ball 2, 2-0.
Illegal pitch.
Now we got a problem with the catcher. He got dirt in his eyes or something up with his eyes, it looks like. So you got timeout on West Flag here. The catcher's dealing with something with his eyes. Either got dirt in his eyes or something.
Yeah, one time when I had my fingers in my face mask, it was
So it looks like Coach Burkar and the umpire looks like they were talking about the count too.
Yeah, they're saying it's 1-0 count, I think. I'm not sure. 3-0? Oh, they say add the ball. Okay. So they call it a legal pitch, but even though the catcher has something in his eyes, so it's 3-0 count. Okay, got it. Burkar, ball 4 outside. Bases loaded now with 1 out.
now batting, number 24.
And this is the dream scenario if you're Continental.
Now up Cade Carbaugh. Lined out the first bases, first time up 0 for 1, but got the bases loaded here with 1 out.
Pitch count 81.
Burkar's got a pitch count 81, so he's got 4 more pitches here. And he looks up, he's like, but I feel good. Nope, that's the rule, dude. So Burkar, but tell you what, he pitched great. I mean, only gave up a run, struck out 7. Oh, he can finish? So
He has 5 more.
5 more pitches.
4 more.
Yeah. I mean, he could, but if he gets to like full count, then they have to take him out mid-count, right?
No, you finish the batter.
You finish the batter. Okay.
He could start the batter at 84, and no matter how many he goes, he can finish it.
There we go. Again, your live tutorial on Little League rules as we go along here. Learn as we go, folks.
The
It's great,
more you know.
the more you know. Yeah, the more you know. All right, so this will be Burkhart's last batter. First pitch, strike one, inside.
Last batter or not, West Flagstaff in some trouble here with the bases juiced.
That's true. Strike two hits the outside corner. Burkhart's gotten that call the majority of this game, too. It's on that outside corner lip of the home plate. 0-2 the count. Next pitch. Oh, just missed for strike three. And Burkhart, you see him. It's like, oh, I wanted that. That was mine for shaking his head as he delivers the next pitch. Foul balls. Stays alive with 1 and 2.
But if you're going to miss, that's not a bad spot to miss.
No, that's true. Absolutely. Burkhart's got to shake that off and get this last strike here. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. Or did he tip it? Nope. Strike three. So Burkhart is going to end with 8 strikeouts. And he pitched 4 2/3.
Final pitch count, 86.
He threw 86 pitches. Gave up just a run. Earned. Get you a total here. Count them up.
Now pitching, shortstop, number 17, Carson.
So our unofficial line for Kristen Burkhart. By the way, he's accountable for all 3 runs on the base right now. So as of right now, he's only allowed a run on 4 hits, walked 2, struck out 8 and 4 2/3. But all the runners on base for Continental are all his. So we'll see what happens with that. So now pitching for West Flagstaff is number 17, Carson Abbey. Goes from short to pitcher. And Burkhart is going to go to shortstop.
Abbey's had an eventful evening. Started at catcher, went to shortstop, now pitching.
And Burkhart goes up the mound with Abbey and they're giving a little advice on the hitter at the plate, perhaps.
And if you're Abbey, there is no bigger spot to be in. Come on with 2 outs, and the bases loaded.
Yep, that's true. First time that they've gone to Abbey in a situation, usually you almost would see Adrian Crockett here, but you're going to get him on full rest going into the state tournament if they end up winning. Or again, if Continental rallies, he'll probably be your starting pitcher tomorrow night. So you really want to burn him here just in case. So, again, they got a lot last game, Schaefer pitched, looked pretty well. And they got guys that can pitch all over this team. So they don't necessarily have to go right down the line in their order. So you save Crockett as long as you can, as long as you need to.
Up to the plate, number 7,
So
Hutchins.
Diego Hutchins in. Last time he was up, he walked. Rumor has it he's got a relative that's in radio in Flagstaff. This is a rumor, though. It's not me.
Is that so?
Can't say his real name because for other reasons. I was alerted by that the other day by this said person. So Abbey with the pitch. A little low. Ball 2. 2-0 the count to Hutchins. Next pitch from Abbey. Cuts the corner for strike 1. 2-1 to count. Sun has gone down over the pitcher's mound, so Abbey's got a clear shot here at home plate. And really, the sun's not really going to be affected anyway. Maybe right fielder, but we'll see. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hutchins needs to make some contact here and try to get some of these runners in. And gets him looking. Strike 3 to end the inning.
What a job by Carson Abbey to come on with 2 outs, bases juiced. That's clutch.
So after 5 innings of play, in that inning. No runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, 3 men left on base. So after 5, West Flag leads 8-1 over Continental as we go into the final inning here. That was a huge opportunity right there that they could not cash in. They had bases loaded with 1 out and just could not get a run across. Kayla Smith coming back out to pitch here for Continental to finish it out. He's going to face Ben Klontz, Deegan Custer, and Brady Condon in the West Flag lineup. Once again, Continental is going to be the home of the state tournament in the major leagues, major little leagues anyway. And if everything holds this inning, West Flagstaff's going to be representative of District 1. But it takes a lot to host a tournament like this. Money, manpower, volunteers, you name it. And they need all the help they can get. So they're asking for donations. If you go to their GoFundMe page, just go to GoFundMe and click in Continental Little League. Or you can click on the QR code you're seeing on your screen right now. Just, it's going to be held up there for a little bit. So make sure you zero your phone in on it. And click there, and it'll take you right to the site. And you can go and donate right now during the last inning of this game and help the Continental Little League, raise money to put on that tournament. They need, money for maintenance, to hire umpires, to concessions, you name it. I mean, it takes a lot to do a tournament like this. So click on that QR code on your screen and donate today to help out the Continental Little League put on a tournament that Flagstaff only gets to host once out of every 15 years. There's going to be a lot of teams up here from all over the state enjoying our great weather and playing some great baseball, not only here, but also they're going to use Mark Gracefield over at West Flagstaff Little League for their facilities for that tournament too. But as long as District 1 wins, they stay right here at Continental. So that's pretty cool. And they'll start, their first game is next Saturday. Here at Continental, I believe 7:30 is the first pitch against the winner of District 3, which is in the North Paradise Valley, Cave Creek area.
All the players and fans who have
Nothing better than home field advantage.
It's true. You get used to the altitude, and it's got to help.
Money for the state tournament. So thank you so much.
Coach Burkhardt was like, wait, what? What they should have said is that Coach Burkhardt threw in an extra 1,000. Let's see his reaction to that. He didn't, I'm just saying. Just should have said that. First pitch to Ben Klontz is outside 1-0. By the way, after the first game of this tournament, some of the players took turns throwing off the mound, and 6'10" Carson Tout threw 2 pitches. One was a strike, and the other one was high and outside that he said the person who was stood in would have swung at it anyway. I don't know if he played baseball at Gilbert High School, but imagine a 6'10" guy pitching. And by the way, they have a guy taller this year, transferred from Pepperdine, who was throwing missiles down the center of the plate that night. Next pitch. Here's a drive. Oh, a nice play that stabbed there by the shortstop over to first. Not in time, but a great play there at short made by Takoa Ruiz. Oh, Austin Krause, I'm sorry. Ruiz moved again. Austin Klaus, coming off the mound, making a great stab there and almost got the runner going to first.
And a great stretch over there at first. There's no fault in either of them. That's just a great play on both ends.
First pitch to Deegan Custer is ball, so 1-0 the count. Next pitch, ball 2, a little low, 2-0. Next pitch inside, ball 3, 3-0 the count. To Custer, who in this game is 1 for 2. He popped out to second and had a base hit and scored a run in the 4th inning for West Flagstaff. Next pitch, strike 2, and he thought he walked on the ball right down the middle of the plate. So 3-1 the count.
He was ready.
I think his mind, he's like, I'm walking anyway. Well, anyway, he tells me. Next pitch, outside Blair's ball 4. Oh, wait, that's he called it a strike. Okay, you fooled me on that one, too.
So full
All right,
count.
so full count. Well, all right. I told him to walk on that one, too. There's same pitch. Now it's ball 4.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah. So Klontz goes over to second on the walk as Custer takes first. Runners on first and second with no out. Brady Condon now in. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Got on base on a base hit in the first inning, struck out in the third. First pitch high, ball 1. Next pitch from Smith, high, ball 2. Nice breeze coming through here. It's cooling down a little bit. Now the sun goes down. Next pitch showing bunt, strike 1. 2-1 the count. To Condon.
It goes without saying, Continental desperately needs another 0 on the board, but getting in trouble here.
Ball 3, 3-1. That pitch right there, through the night, like 50% ball, 50% strike. Same pitch. Not saying, it's always a judgment call on the umpire. I'm just saying it's been that pitch on the corner has been pretty inconsistent all night. Or all day, I guess. Pop up, and it's going to be foul ball. I was waiting for that to hit the roof, actually. I thought it was straight up and a little further back, but Condon stays alive. 2-2 the count. Smith, there's another foul ball. Caught him backstop, and we're going to do it again. 2-2. There's the pitch. Fouled off again. Condon staying alive, battling in there. A little Mighty Mike down there in the box.
Condon really grinding there in the batter's box. Driving up the pitch count, fouling him off.
There's a pitch from Smith. Popped up again, foul ball. I don't know how many balls we have left here.
May run out.
Yeah. And the pitch outside, ball 3, full account now for Condon. No outs here in the top of the 6th, 8-1 West Flagstaff, who is batting. Pitch outside, ball 4. Condon battled and drew a walk. Bases loaded, no out as Murph Keck comes up the bat for West Flagstaff. He's 1 for 2.
Now batting, number 9.
He's actually 1 for 1. Sorry, reached on an error in the first inning and singled and scored in the third. As now he's looking at bases loaded, no out here for West Flagstaff. Pitch from Smith, strike 1. Smith leans in. Here's a pitch. Shot down the third base line, foul ball. And 0-2 is a count with bases loaded.
Already a big deficit for Continental. Bases loaded here. Just desperately need to keep any more runs off the board.
Pitch and foul tip. Still 0-2 is now Keck's battling there. Keck steps in. Here comes delivery from Smith. Oh, almost reached his swung, but held back. Ball 1, 1-2. Boy, he wanted to swing at that, but he just kind of leaned up and nope, I'm not going to.
It was like his eyes lit up.
Right? Yeah. Next pitch from Smith. Low, 2-2 the count. There's the pitch. There's a drive. It's going to fall in for a base hit on the right field line. Bobble ball on the right fielder. One run's going to score, and everyone else sticks around. So Clont scores. The RBI single there by Murph Keck. And makes the score now 9-1 West Flagstaff with no out. And Josh Klaus comes out and make a pitch and change again. As Cosper is going to be the batter here for West Flag. Smith's going to go back out to right field.
Yes, sir.
And the left fielder now coming in for Coconino. Oh, it's Coconino. Same thing. Continental. I believe that's going to be Levi Myers going to be pitching now. So 9-1 in favor of West Flagstaff, and no outs at the top of the sixth.
Base is still loaded.
It's actually Zach Turley in the pitch now for Continental. Got a little bit kind of a sidearmish delivery here as he warms up. Definitely not over top. He just comes around to the side. Yeah, if the score holds, West Flagstaff's going to go on as District 1 champs into the state tournament. Their first game will be next Saturday here against the winner of District 3. We have no idea how that tournament's going. They're not really doing can't really find information on that on their district tournament, but as soon as we find out, we'll pass that along. And we'll get ready for next Saturday here at Dawson Merrick Field at Continental as District 1 champ will start the state tournament here at home.
Number 9, Zach Turley.
So Zach ready to go. So are we. As Brock Cosper steps in, he's 0 for 2 tonight. Actually, he's 0 for 1. He struck out and he reached on an error in the fourth inning. So Cosper steps in to face Zach Turley. Bases loaded, no out for West Flag. Here's the pitch. Ball 1, a little outside.
Turley certainly is not a submarine delivery, but it's definitely a bit of a sidearm motion.
Yep. There's the pitch. High and outside, ball 2. Next pitch. And pass ball, ball 3. 3-0 the count. But nobody runs because the catcher got over and made sure he can get 2 past there.
Continental needs a strike here in the worst way.
Mm-hmm. Turley with the pitch, high and inside, ball 4. That's going to walk in a run. And Cosper gets the RBI on the walk as well. That makes it 9-1 West Flagstaff. 10-1, excuse me, 10-1 West Flagstaff.
Now batting, number
Still bases loaded with no out. They go back to the top of the lineup. Adrian Crockett's up now. He is 1 for 1. Walked twice, scored once tonight. There's a rip, there's a drive. Right center field, off the back wall. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs going to score. Crockett stops at second, and he gets on with a 2 RBI double. (12-1) West Flagstaff. And now Brizzy Burkhardt is up. He is 0 for 2. Struck out, flew to center, reached on a fielder's choice. Runners at second, third here, no out.
It looks like they
And
hit him.
Burkhardt gets hit on the first pitch. That loads the bases now. Actually, there wasn't even a pitch. So intentional walk before throwing the pitches? Okay.
Well, that's my bad. I missed that.
No, I thought something was weird. So loads the bases, and Averill Adams comes up, and now the ball gets past the catcher. Cosper scores, and now gets back to the first baseman, and everybody stays. So Cosper's in. And Crockett advances to third. Burkhardt advances to second. And Adams is at the plate with a 1-0 count. It's now 13-1, West Flag. You think about it, they've just been dominating this whole district tournament. Like I said, they've got, fundamentals are there. They got the pitching, they got the hitting. All the right pieces to make some noise here in this state tournament coming up.
After seeing what I've seen in this tournament, I agree with you. There is I don't have any doubt that there is a chance that they could do so.
But you were also, Phoenix teams, their kids play all year, and, training and travel teams, and same thing with Tucson. So we're going to miss their Adams. It's not going to be easy by all means, but I think they definitely got a lot of the tools and home field advantage, like we've been saying, to, maybe sleeper Cinderella type team coming into the state tournament. Goes off his back, foul ball.
We talked about it on Wednesday. Baseball is not basketball or football, but 7,000 feet's still no joke no matter what sport you're playing.
Yeah, true. I think the parents might be more winded walking in the stands than the players will be, though, being this young. I'm sure everybody's looking to get out of heat, though. There's a pitch. Dribbler down to third base. Over to first. And safe. Beats the throw. Another run scores. And Burkhardt gets over to third. Well, Adams hustle gets him on with runners on the corner. Still no out. We're going to make another change before Drake Schaefer comes up. And the pitch now is coming in from center field. See what we got here. Ooh, little guy's got a little smoke on it. So number 44 for Continental is now in. Brock Brisconi. So he's in trying to get out of this inning as Continental trails by 12, 13-1 in the sixth. West Flag has scored 6 runs in this inning.
After a big inning, the inning before that. So it's been 2 straight where they've put a crooked number up on the board.
Yeah. Sorry, Michael, you're trying to give West Flagstaff another run there on the ticker.
Sometimes I press the wrong button.
Pay attention, will you? Last thing that Continental needs is another run for West Flag on our scoreboard here.
Multitasking isn't easy.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. Again, folks, this is just the first of many things we're planning on our future here on the Cap Sports YouTube channel. It's going to be your home for youth sports. So expect a lot of baseball next year, and who knows what else we'll do. So if you're a coordinator for your youth league or team mom or whatever, and give us some ideas to come out and cover some stuff. Maybe your league can have their games put on the Cap Sports YouTube channel. Foul ball down the first base line. Schaefer, 0-1 the count.
The scoreboard does still say 14.
You actually got it right the first time. I apologize.
See, I wasn't just making that up.
No, you are paying attention. Schaefer calls timeout, backs out of the box. And here's a pitch from Brisconi. Hit down the first base, snagged, over to second, and is not made the play. Throws away from the second baseman. So Schaefer reaches on an error, and Burkar scores.
Batting number 17, Carson Abbey.
Carson Abbey now up. He is 1 for 3 tonight. Single, flew out to center field and grounded out the shortstop in the game. Now it's, I believe it's 15-1. There's a hit. Second base gets it, tosses over to short for one, over to first. Safe. But they do get the force at second for 1 out.
Now batting number 10, Kaylee Begay.
Kaylee Begay comes up. She's been on base 3 times tonight. Kaylee comes up. Pitch for Visconti. Called a strike on the inside corner. Moen won the count. Pitch to Begay. There's a shot to shortstop. Makes the force at second, over to first. Safe. And he said the first baseman came off the bag. So shortstop makes a play for the second out, but Begay reaches on the fielder's choice. And another run scores for West Flagstaff. That makes it 16-1. Mike Rodriguez up the plate, strike one. Mike Rodriguez is the scoreboard killer. If he gets on, we have to make another row on the score sheet. That's what we used to call that days of doing the Diamondbacks. We're going around the rotation. There's a pop-up, foul, and out of play. 0-2 the count. So Mike Rodriguez, he is 1 for 3 tonight. Single and run scored and struck out twice, swinging. Here's the pitch. Strike 3, looking. And that ends the inning. And a big inning that was for West Flagstaff, as they scored 8 runs in the inning to take a 16-1 lead over Continental. Continental's last at-bats coming up here in the bottom of the 6th. Again, we want to thank everybody here at Continental for having us out. Josh Klaus messaged me about a month ago and said, hey, what can we do? I'm like, I got some ideas. So glad we've been out here for a couple games and really enjoyed our time out here. It's been some great baseball and seeing a great team in West Flagstaff that, again, is going to, I think, represent this district pretty well in the state tournament. And it's good to see the NU basketball team out here a couple times supporting the kids, and great crowds out here during the whole tournament, especially for obviously the Flagstaff games. Great crowds tonight. Got people lined in the outfield, and can't wait to see just a throng of people next Saturday out here as we're going to see some great baseball again in the state tournament and in the majors. And again, this is the age group where you go to, you possibly go to Pennsylvania and play for the Little League World Series. You get some ESPN time, some ABC time, and you get all that the glory of this division. This is the age group, so it wouldn't be great to get the winner out of this out of Flagstaff in the state tournament to make a run in the West Regional, maybe get to Pennsylvania, or you never know, maybe be the home team. Be pretty cool.
And maybe I don't know if MLB's doing the Little League Classic again this year. Maybe some Major League time, too.
That's true. I remember when Chandler went to the Little League World Series. There was a guy by the name of Bellinger who played for that Little League team. Now he's in the majors.
First name Cody, I believe.
I didn't want to mention. Got Dodger stink on him.
Yeah, at least he's not there anymore.
That's true. Yeah, he was the best player for that Chandler team and made a run and won the American version part of the bracket, and I can't remember if they won the outright series in that year or not. But Chandler had a team there. Awatuki had a team in there one time. Most of that Chandler team ended up going to Hamilton, by the way, and winning a couple state championships. So you never know. Get the right kids together and playing as a team and hard and making great plays. You never know.
Sure.
Here we go.
Sure would be fun to see. That's for sure.
So Abby's still on the mound here for West Flagstaff is Gage Stress up the bat for Continental. Still looking for his first hit. Let's get him a hit. No one wants to go hitless for a tournament. Let's get him a hit. This pitch from Abby. Strike two. It's a call. 0-2 the count.
Stress quickly down 0-2. He tilted his head up. He was frustrated on that one.
Yep. Next pitch. There's a shot to the second baseman over the first for the out. Well, at least he made contact. Give him that.
That was solid contact, too.
One out. Next up is Levi Myers. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Strikeout swinging his only time up in the third inning. 2 outs to the District 1 championship for West Flagstaff. Abby with the pitch to Myers. Swing and a miss. Strike one. The award ceremony taking place after the game. We'll hang for that. Watch all the kids get their pins from the tournament. Next pitch from Abby. Swing and a miss. Strike two.
Abby in control this half inning.
Yep. And here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. 1-2-3 goes down Myers. Now up for Zach Turley. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out to center field in his only time up in the third inning. And Continental's down to their final out. Oh, we better go. Go run and get a burrito or something real quick, or a hot dog, whatever they got. Abby, first pitch, ball one. Had the walking tacos here one night. That hasn't left my memory. I'm going to start making those at home, I think. Next pitch, popped up, and it's going to go out of play. Down to the last strike, 1-2 the count. Or 1-1. I thought that one ball was a strike, I guess. Oh, 1-1 to count. Seen double right now, honestly. There you go. Swing and miss. Strike two. 1-2. Now they're down to the last strike. The ball gets past the pitcher, and like everybody thinks in their mind, they yell go for no reason. Go, 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 go. Somebody's on base. All right. 1-2 the count. Abby winds and deals. Ball low. 2-2 the count. West Flag fans getting a little rumble noise over there off to our right. Pitch from Abby. Fouled off. Still 2-2 the count still.
Good job by Turley staying alive here.
Here's a pitch from Abby. Fouled off. That would be the one that hits my truck.
If you just hear it,
I think it's still too far to the left.
We'll know if you hear a dunk.
Right. I was listening for it. Here's a pitch. Low, ball three, full count to Zach Turley.
A great job by Turley, just staying alive, working this count full with the tournament on the line.
Abby with the pitch. Fouled off again. Turley battling in there. Here's Abby with the pitch. There's a hit to the shortstop. Over to first, Burkhardt. That's the ball game. That's West Flagstaff. Is your Division I district champions, and they will go on to play in the state tournament right here at Continental next Saturday, as they really, the closest game they played was that first game against Continental, 8-2. Other than that, they pretty much mowed right through the district tournament. Solid pitching, good fundamentals, good defense, good hitting, not overpowering hitting. They're all singles hitters for the most part. Smart base running. It's a good baseball team.
That's been I think the story of this team. Just great base running, timely hitting, great pitching. Excited to see where they go moving forward.
Both teams are going to get their pins as we move on and get their pins. Congratulations, first and foremost, to Coach Klaus and Continental. They battled through this whole tournament. By far, they were the second best team in this district. It's just just didn't have quite enough to get past West Flagstaff. And of course, congratulations, Coach Shane Burkar and West Flagstaff as district champs, as he can put this on his resume as a college basketball coach and now Little League district champion manager.
Number 27, Still Robinson. Number 44, Brock Risconi. Number 13, Takoa Ruiz. Number 8, Jax Chastain. Number 24, Cade Carnbach. Number 7, Diego Hutchins. Number 11, Gage Stress. Number 3, Levi Myers. And number 9, Zachary Turley. All right, thank you, Continental. Good run. All right. Congratulations to our District 1 West Flag Little League. All right, number 22, Adrian Crockett. Number 0, Breezy Burkhar. Number 2, Avon Adams. Number 13, Drake Schaefer. Number 17, Carson Abbey. Number 10, Kaylee Begay. Number 49, Michael Rodriguez. Number 23, Ben Klontz. Number 88, Deegan Custer. Number 18, Brady Condon. Number 9, Murph Peck. And number 14, Brock Hosper. All right, congratulations, West Flag.
And that brings in our broadcast tonight. Again, West Flagstaff beats Continental 16-1 to win the District 1 championship. Join us next Saturday as we return here to Continental, this time for the first round of the state tournament of Major League Baseball, as West Flagstaff will be playing the winner from District 3. Mike, thanks for joining us, joining me here. Great time, these two games, watching these two great teams play tonight, and West Flagstaff really showing, kind of sending a message to the rest of the state saying it's going to be a tough time coming to Flagstaff to play, but it's going to be even tougher to play us.
Dave, it's been my pleasure. Thanks for having me, and I'm very excited to see where this team goes now that the state comes to them.
Absolutely. Thanks again to everybody here at Continental for having us out, and can't wait to get back here next Saturday. Again, West Flagstaff will begin their state tournament next Saturday night at 7:30 right here at Continental against the winner of District 3. Have a great rest of the weekend, and if you're watching this on replay, thanks for joining us. Check back with us on the CAF Sports YouTube channel from time to time as we have some programming, and definitely check with us next Saturday night as West Flagstaff begins their run in the